2023 McLaren Artura First Drive Review, the second life of supercars.
But before we start, please support us by pressing like and subscribe buttons. Also turn on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you.
The hills surrounding the Ascari Race Resort are saturated with history. First settled by early Celts, the area became fortified at the height of the Roman Empire and has since been haunted by oversized personalities ranging from 8th century Moors to Ernest Hemingway. This ancient landscape is a dramatic place to launch the 2023 McLaren Artura, one that puts its future-forward design into stark historical perspective. Don't let Artura's subdued bodywork fool you. Beneath the fender louvers, big side scoops, and flying buttresses is a hybrid powertrain that plays a key role in the survival plan for the embattled Woking brand. Rather than sitting atop the lineup like the late, great hybrid P1, Artura fills a gap between the road trip-friendly GT and the exuberant 720S. And though it appears to bear a remarkable amount of similarity to the Ferrari 296 GTB, a mid-engine/rear-drive 120-degree hot V3.0-liter V6, axial flux E-motor, 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, and sub-20-mile EV range, for starters, the Artura is nearly a 911's worth more affordable than the monster from Medina, starting at $237,500. As such, the Macca puts out a more terrestrial 671 horsepower and 530 lb-ft compared to the 290's excess 830 horsepower and 546 lb-ft, not just a different league, but nearly an entirely different sport. McLaren has long prioritized lightweight construction, and Artura's nearly flat-laying V6 takes it a step further, measuring 7.5 inches shorter and 110 pounds lighter than the brand's V8. That helps deliver a curb weight of 3,303 pounds, despite hybrid components that include a 7.4 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack. As with the Ferrari, Artura's dual clutch adds another cog for 8 total forward gears, ditching reverse since the electric motor now handles backup duties. Though it appears to bear a remarkable amount of similarity to the Ferrari 296 GTB, the Artura is nearly a 911's worth more affordable than the monster from Medina. A new carbon fiber chassis further saves weight by incorporating an Ethernet network that trims mass that would have been taken up by conventional cables. As such, McLaren claims the body structure is some 10% lighter than equivalent predecessors. Left in EV mode, the two-seater can lazily cruise up to 81 miles per hour. In full-bore track mode with launch control, it'll see 62 miles per hour in a claimed 3 seconds flat and accelerate till it hits an aerodynamic wall at 205 miles per hour. Evolved control. Lift the dihedral billionaire doors and climb inside to find plenty of subtle updates for those familiar with McLaren's well-utilized supercar playbook. Handling and powertrain controls have been moved to either side of a new instrument binnacle, which adjusts in unison with the steering wheel. Move the switches to change modes, and the display reflects the adjustment with a small graphic and/or a change in layout, depending on mode. There's a slight lag between input and display, though the engine fires up instantly when switching out of pure EV mode. Driving in electric mode is stealthy, if a bit limiting when in a hurry. Silent motoring is a great way to leave a minimal impact when driving through small towns or quiet neighborhoods, though the lack of exhaust din does allow some subtle, high-frequency electronic sounds to enter the cabin. Dialed into sport, the engine runs until the catalytic converters are warmed up, then goes silent until acceleration demands aren't met by battery power alone, which is most of the time, unless the throttle is operated super gingerly. There's a seamless interplay between EV and internal combustion, producing a massive torque plateau between 2,500 and 7,000 RPM. The straightforward regeneration strategy leaves no choice to the driver. There's no high Reagan button, and tapping the paddle shifters will only change gears. But that's not a bad thing. The system works, while respecting the sanctity and consistency of pedal feedback. The brake system is a conventional, non-brake-by-wire setup which has a heavy-ish, race car-like feel with linear feedback and good initial bite that starts near the beginning of the pedal stroke. Speaking of feel, McLaren thankfully retains its old-school electro-hydraulic steering setup, which delivers enough information to depict a clear picture of front-end grip. It's not as transcendent as Ferrari's, but it's good enough to feel natural and accurate. The track powertrain setting lays the tachometer out into a linear graph and delivers a sharp but intuitive throttle response, as well as a charging tactic that flows enough charge back into the battery to assist with over 10 laps at the Nardo test track, which covers more than 60 miles of tarmac. Though not as gobsmackingly quick as the 296 GTB's 819 horsepower powertrain, the Artura feels plenty fast around Spain's rural backroads, climbing valiantly through the 8,500 RPM rev range as the transmission swaps smoothly through gears. The engine sounds are never boomy or annoying.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.